Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another 6x8 scrapbooking layout. I guess this is almost becoming a series, which is great because I love the feedback I am getting. So once again, we're working in 6x8. I will do 3 simpler layouts with still some creative elements. I guess what I am experiencing is, well, no, let me ask the question. Do you like seeing 3-in-1 videos? It makes them about 15 minutes long, I think, on average, 12, 15 minutes. Or would you prefer them to be like 5-minute videos all separated? So give me your information on that. And what I mean by that is just working in the 6x8 size. So especially with the pocket page, one side pocket page, one side photo. Just give me your input. Would you rather 3 like 5-minute videos where they're simpler, or 1 15-minute video with 3 layouts inside? Give me your feedback. So today we are doing the same. For the first layout, I am using this great photo. This was taken, so in the last one, I had the one of me and Valentina. This was the same photo shoot, except I did some with Daddy and Vale, and they were leaning against this post. So I have these cards picked out from the Good Story Kit, and I wanted to use this on some version of it, but once we trimmed this down, it was so hard, and even though I kind of like it here, I decided I'm probably going to use it over here because I found the lyrics to Dads and Daughters. Well, not found, I searched them, put it on vellum, and this now fits kind of perfectly down this. So it already kind of made my layout come together rather easily because this will be like a middle page before it, and that way when it's just open, it'll sit like that. And it's called Dads and Daughters by Myron Taylor. It's been a recent reel / TikTok going on. So I just found the lyrics. I thought it was beautiful. And then the voice on here, I did ask Miguel to write something small about his relationship with Vale. Then, so let me show you this one. I'm going to use the collection, but let me show you the last one with Ali Edward products. So then I have our, like a selfie after we were done with that photo shoot. And we're going to use the Seek collection, and I'm going to handwrite my journaling here. And I have those tiny word stickers. I have this pulled too, and this little chipboard piece. So this one, once again, a rather simple one using the Seek story collection. And then the last one is going to be using the gorgeous new collection from Simple Stories, the Vintage Life in Bloom. So I have this big photo. This is an old one of Vale, and I took a picture. This actually is not like botanical gardens or anything. These are the aisles of like Joann's or Michael's with all the flowers. And so she has her bottle. It was like 2 versions I did. So I have the large photo and the pocket page. We will use this beautiful memories, I believe. And then I do like this one in the corner with the flowers, and I'll make that one a flip up to hold the journaling. So those are the intentions. Let's get started. So let's get started using the beautiful collection from Simple Stories that's called Live in Full Bloom. And this was featured in my haul video this month. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. And of course, like most of us scrapbookers, like you're torn between like using it all like in every little bit right now, or hoarding it for years, you know? And I am usually have been team hoarding, but I'm definitely trying to stop that because the layout that comes out of this collection once we get to the end of this one is just so pretty, and it's so much better to use these gorgeous products and have it as a page in your album than for it to sit neatly in your collection for years. So that's what I'm doing. So I decided already on the 2 journaling cards from the cut apart sheets, and they work out great. But once I had done that, I realized that I needed to make that one journaling card on the upper left into a flip up. So that way the journaling can sit behind it. So there's me realizing that and flipping it up and kind of seeing, okay, that's, if I can have it, then that'll be like 2 3x4 cards worth of journaling and text. And I think that would be enough to tell the story of just like this photo. So believe it or not, I did say it, like we were in the aisles of Michael's and or Joann's. They're both rather close to each other. And if you can look in the bottom of the stroller in the larger photo, like there are like 4 or 5 like scrapbooking paper pads. Like I need more paper pads, and this was when she was not even 1 year old. So, I've been absolute in love with memory keeping for a very, very long time. That, whenever I was able to start taking Valentina to the craft stores, I was, walking around and collecting things in the bottom buggy of her stroller. And so that is pretty much a story like I'm telling about like having when I was like brave enough to go out with you, and how I used to pack my diaper bag and have my like snacks and the bottles ready, and how the Dr. Brown bottles were like your favorite to leave you fine. And I think after this too, I remember because I have other photos with this outfit, we had went to the mall where she crawled around like indoor mall like playground area. And so I'm just like reminiscing on everything I remember from this day, even though it is about 4 years ago now. I guess this is part of why I like memory keeping. Like I still have such a good remembering of what happened that day. Now I couldn't tell you what I had for lunch or anything, but I just remember these days. And she was kind of grouchy, which is what her little sassafras face is. And I think I also talked in the journaling on how much her hair has changed. So here, her hair is like stick straight and really dark brown. And over the years, it's lightened. It's almost like this auburn color now. And it has a little bit of a curl. But the color definitely is lightened. And so that's just like the journaling. It's just like this reminiscing part of diaper bag life, making bottles. She could almost walk here, but not quite. She's crawling. And just things like that. So back to the layout, I just did a nice cluster on the large photo with the thickers and a piece from the ephemera pack. And then I'm trying to get a nice cluster of 3 of these luscious flowers for this side in order for that part to be the flip up for the journaling. And I will do the journaling on clear sticker paper, and I end up doing it, adding the paper to be like a purple color too. That way it all kind of matches and is cohesive with each other. So moving on to the next layout, I start doing the one with the back side of this one. So the daddy-daughter one. So I did the story of things I'm loving with Valentina on the front part, which was probably 2 videos ago of this. And so I just figured since I made this one so large, I'm going to make it the back side to hold the story from the opposite perspective of Miguel and Valentina. So he did do the journaling. He texted to me, so I was able to print it out in like a 3x3 square for the journaling card. And I'm using the Good Story kit for this layout. So in case you're wondering where the blue-gray pieces came from, it's the Good Story kit. And then I did the vellum with the overlay, as I mentioned, of dads and daughters. Now, I don't know if that author is the poet or if it's the singer right now. It kind of has a little bit of a, like, country vibe to it. I could be entirely wrong. Correct me if I am. But I just like the lyrics because it's like dads and daughters, they go together like boats on water, and something else. I don't have it in front of me, but I just remember those are the opening chorus lines. The progression of each verse is like a baby, and then growing up, and then it mentions like turning 16 and stuff. And so I think it's beautifully written just as a poem itself, to know what to expect as she grows up, and that importance of her having like a healthy relationship with her father, because it's the first guy that she's in love with, and to respect that, and that way she'll always compare any boyfriend in her future to her dad. And I think that is very special for me. I don't know if I've ever shared, I grew up without my dad, and surprisingly I don't have daddy issues. So I just want the best. I think we all do. We always want the best for our kids, or just at least one step better than what we were given. Not my mom's fault that my dad was a jerk. You know, hindsight's always 2020, but in that regard, that was the point of having that layout, just to show their relationship now. They're best buds, and that's what's important. So then moving on to the third layout, it is the selfie I took after our photo shoot during the holiday season. And it's just a cute one. It actually all of us fit in frame, and we're all kind of matching, so why not go with it? So for this one, I'm using the Seek Story Kit. And the paper that I'm doing my journaling in, that heart, is from there too. And I'm realizing on this side I didn't do the journaling on one layout that I had done off camera, just because it was fairly simple, even more simple than these. So here as well, I think my journaling goes into the idea that, because I use the pieces of like seek love and seek the people who set your soul on fire and let them, what is it, fuel your flame or something is the little quote piece. And so I wrote about that, and just like our little tiny family being like enough, you know what I mean? Like I can seek happiness other places by all means, but if I concentrate at home, and I concentrate on my relationship with Miguel, and if I concentrate on my relationship with my daughter, like, you know, I have all that I need. And I think sometimes that moment of gratitude, oh, I'm getting all teary-eyed, that moment of gratitude to look at your family and know that I have enough. Like, I don't need to seek it. I already have it. I found it. And if I need to look, I'll just like invest further into these two people in my life. It's amazing how as we grow up and become family members, the devotion that occurs, I think. And I think it's a little bit of a reflection I'm doing anyway, comparing a lot of things that I used to think or do as a 20-year-old versus a 42, I'm 41-year-old, is remarkable, and it only comes through experience. So anyone that's watching this that's still in their 20s and 30s, life does get better because you realize what's important, and you concentrate on that, and then things are simpler. and that's my little recommendation moment, advice moment right there. So these tiny word phrase stickers, actually no, that's stickers, they're vellum pieces, are actually from my one little word kit. But once again, they kind of mirrored what the Seek kit is doing. So it's like, cherish these moments, love your people. This is, I think it's like beautiful moments is the other one. And then with these tiny word stickers, I wanted to like confetti them all over the place, but then I thought I like the soft polka dot in the back. So I just kind of did 3 little areas of one at each color. It probably looks odd. I might take them off. Maybe it doesn't. No, it looks fine. Even now, I'm looking at it again. It looks fine, but I just wanted that like visual triangle moment happening there too. And so that's what I'm going with. So once again, just picking out phrases, even though it's from the Seek Story Kit, that have relevance to just family, each other, us, and the journey that we alone are going through. And then I thought for a moment right there, you just saw me take out all my embroidery thread, that I should have stitched around the heart because I had like a blue-gray color that would have been perfect. But then I was like, I already attached it on the back side, so I should have thought about that a little bit sooner, Ty. Because some texture from some thread would have been remarkable on this too. So if you haven't done this or you haven't used this paper, consider doing a outline in thread. It could be very nice. And so here's my journaling that I'll do in a jelly roll ink pen, and gray. That way it's softer and not black with the harsh contrast. I did pull out the stamps right there you saw to see if I could, because I do have the good stamp too and the Seek, but I didn't want to add to it. I think simple at this point is best. And yeah, and that'll finish it up. Okay, that will wrap up these 3 layouts. So this one came together very quickly. I just love the whole cluster that I did down here with those tiny vellum word phrases, my journaling, and then a few of those tiny word stickers just to add like a little visual triangle over there. This one, darling, with my husband and baby girl. So remember, I had the the vellum lay over it so that this runs up perfectly. This voice is Miguel, and that way when it sits in there, we will flip over and then see that photo. And so it's going to be that large oddball page in my album, which I'm okay with because it's in the back of this one, so I didn't cut off my shoes in that one. And then this one has a really good measurement too. So just for reference, it becomes like 8.75 by 7.75. Yeah. So yeah, almost like a square shape. So still, I love it because I love the little poem or song lyrics about dads and daughters. So that's that one. And then this one is Darling 2 for that baby book that I'm going to put together. Stay tuned for the opening video to introduce what I'm doing, because I have been printing a lot of like pictures when she was younger in order to kind of go back and tell some of these stories. So love this collection for this as well. This Simple Stories has been knocking it out of the park, in my opinion, with these last 3 releases. So this cluster and stuff, these are all outside the page protector. And then I have just extra stickiness coming from the cluster in order to hold down the journaling that I just did on clear sticker paper, but I matted it with just purple cardstock so that it went with it, in order for that to kind of, because it's, I think I should have left it maybe cut in half and done like computer paper to make it a little bit less bulky right there. But since it constantly, you can see how it pops up, that I just kind of did a little bit of adhesive there to put that there. And so that's the third one. So I hope you have found inspiration joining me today. As always, please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, everyone, bye.